White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, a king and queen ruled over a distant land. One winter day, the queen was doing needlework while looking through the window when a bird flew by, distracting the queen, and she pricked her finger. A single drop of blood fell on the snow outside her window. As she looked at the drop of blood on the snow, she said, "Oh, how I wish that I had a daughter that had skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony." The queen's wish was fulfilled when she gave birth to a baby girl who had skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. They named her Snow White, but sadly the queen died. Soon after, the king married another woman who was beautiful but proud and cruel. The new queen, Snow White's stepmother, had studied black magic and owned a magic mirror of which she would daily ask,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of them all?"
"You, my queen, are the most beautiful of them all." This pleased the queen. She knew that her magical mirror could speak only the truth. One morning the queen asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of them all?" "You, my queen, are the most beautiful, it is true. But Snow White is even more beautiful than you." The cruel queen was angry and jealous of Snow White. She ordered her huntsman to take Snow White into the woods to be killed.
"Take the girl, go to the forest, and kill her. And as a proof, bring me her heart." "Ha ha 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 ha!"
"Yes, my queen, I will do as you say."
The poor huntsman took Snow White into the forest, but could not kill such an innocent and beautiful little princess.
"Snow White, I cannot kill you. You have to escape. Go, run as fast as you can. Run!"
"Thank you, good man. I will always be grateful for what you have done." Then the huntsman killed a deer and took his heart to the queen, pretending it was Snow White's heart.
"Here, my queen, I did as you told me. Take her heart."
"Ha ha ha! Now I am the most beautiful of them all." Meanwhile, Snow White was at the forest. "Oh, I'm all alone in this great forest. I don't know what to do." Then she began to run. And just as evening was about to fall, she saw a little house and went inside. "Oh, this house is so beautiful. Everything is so small but clean." The table was set with 7 little plates, and there was food on the plates. There were 7 little beds, all neatly made. "I am so hungry. I will eat some vegetables and a little bread from each little plate, and from each cup I will drink a bit of milk." Since she was so tired,
She lay down on one of the little beds and fell fast asleep. After dark, the owners of the house returned home. They were the 7 dwarfs who mined for gold in the mountains. When they arrived home, they were surprised to see that someone had been into their house.
Who has been sitting in my chair? Who has been eating from my plate?
Who has been eating my bread? Who has been eating my vegetables?
Who has been eating with my fork?
Who has been drinking from my cup?
But the 7th one, looking at his bed, found Snow White lying there asleep.
Look over here! Come, quick!
The 6 dwarfs all came running up, and they cried out with amazement, "Oh, good heaven! This child is so beautiful!" They did not wake her up, but let her continue to sleep in the bed. The next morning, Snow White woke up, and when she saw the 7 dwarfs, she was frightened.
Oh no!
Don't be afraid of us. What is your name?
My name is Snow White.
How did you find your way to our house?
My stepmother tried to kill me, but the huntsman let me free, and that's how I had to run the entire day through the forest. Finally, I got to your house.
The dwarfs spoke with each other for a while and then decided to let us stay with them.
If you will keep house for us, and cook, make beds, wash, sew, and knit, and keep everything clean and orderly, then you can stay with us, and you shall have everything that you want.
Yes, with all my heart.
So Snow White lived happily with the dwarfs. Every morning they went into the mountains looking for gold. They instructed Snow White not to open the door to strangers or accept anything from strangers. In the evening, when they came back home, Snow White had their meal ready and their house clean. Meanwhile, at the palace,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in this land is the most beautiful of all?"
"You, my queen, are beautiful, it is true. But Snow White, beyond the mountains, with the 7 dwarfs, is still 1,000 times more beautiful than you." The queen was very angry.
Now I understand. Oh, that huntsman deceived me. I have to think of something to kill Snow White.
She went into her most secret room and made a poisoned apple.
With his poisoned apple, you will die, Snow White. Ha 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 ha!
From the outside, the apple was beautiful and shiny. But anyone who might eat a little piece of it would die.
I have to disguise myself so that she doesn't recognize me. Then I will go to those dwarfs' house.
Disguised as a peddler woman, she traveled to the dwarf's house and knocked on the door. Snow White put her head out of the window.
I must not let anyone in.
Would you like to taste one of my sweet apples?
No, I cannot accept anything from strangers.
Are you afraid of poison? Look, I'll cut the apple into two. You eat half, and I will eat the other half.
Only one half of the apple was poisoned. She gave the poisoned half to Snow White and started eating the other half herself.
Well, all right. The apple looks really nice and tempting.
Snow White barely had a bite in her mouth when she fell to the ground dead.
Ha 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 ha! White as snow, red as blood, black as ebony wood. The dwarfs shall never awaken you. Goodbye, Snow White. Ha 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 ha!
Back at the palace, she asked her mirror the same question.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in this land is the most beautiful of all?
You, my queen, are the most beautiful of all. Hearing this, the queen was very happy. When the dwarfs came home that evening, they found Snow White lying on the ground.
Snow White, wake up! What happened to you?
She is not breathing at all. She is dead.
They lifted her up and put her on a bed.
Snow White, wake up. Talk to us, please.
But nothing helped. She was dead. They laid her on a bed of straw, and all 7 dwarfs sat next to her and moaned and cried for 3 days. Then they were going to bury her, but she still looked as fresh as a living person, and her cheeks were still beautiful and red. We cannot bury her in the black earth.
Let's make a transparent glass coffin for her so that we can see her from all sides.
They made a coffin of glass. Then they put her inside the coffin.
We will place the coffin outside on a mountain, and one of us will always stay with it and watch over her.
Yes, we will do that.
One day, a prince entered these woods. He saw the coffin on the mountain with the beautiful Snow White in it. He fell in love with her at first sight.
Let me have the coffin. I will give you anything you want for it.
We will not sell it for all the gold in the world.
Then give it to me. I will not be able to live without her.
The prince was in tears. The good dwarfs felt sorry for him and gave him the coffin.
Take good care of her. We will always love her.
I will. She will be my most precious treasure.
The prince had his servants carry the coffin away on their shoulders. But then it happened that one of them stumbled on some bush.
Be careful. Watch your steps. I will never forgive you if something happens to her.
But this dislodged the piece of poisoned apple from Snow White's throat. She opened her eyes, lifted the lid from her coffin, sat up, and was alive again. Where am I?
You are with me. I love you. Come with me to my father's castle. Will you be my wife?
Snow White looked at him and instantly fell in love with him. Their wedding was planned with great splendor and majesty. Snow White's wicked stepmother was invited to the wedding. Before leaving her castle, she asked her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in this land is the most beautiful of all?" You, my queen, are beautiful, it is true. But the young queen is 1,000 times more beautiful than you.
The queen was very angry. She shouted at the mirror.
No! You are dead! You are dead!
Not knowing that the young queen was Snow White, she arrived at the wedding. She was surprised when she saw Snow White.
Take this woman away from this land.
Yes, Prince.
No one saw the evil queen ever again, and Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after.